Hello then, everyone, and welcome back to the My Football Writer YouTube channel, and welcome to the MFW Watch Along. It's myself, Freddie Humphrey Wakefield, here with Jack Wright, also known as NCFC Payne, on Twitter. Are we going to be having any pain tonight against already relegated Sheffield Wednesday? Well, Jack, first things first, before we get into the lineup and talk about the game, and we get to watch it in all its glory on Sky Sports Plus. It's annoying because the stream doesn't go live until 5 minutes before kickoff. So if you see us frantically scrambling about in about 10 minutes, then you may know why. But anyway, Jack, what's going on with you? How have you been since I last spoke with you? And how are you feeling ahead of this game? Because albeit Sheffield Wednesday, yes, they've only got 11 points all season. They're on -7. They're probably going to be relegated. Well, they are relegated already, but probably going to go down on negative points. But how are you feeling yourself, and how are you feeling ahead of this game? Because in a way, everyone's expecting Norwich to win it, but you never know what can happen in a game of football. It's going to be intriguing.
Cheers. Please drink responsibly, or drink at the Fat Cat and Canary. Voted one of the best footballing pubs in the country. Cheers.
That tastes horrible.
You're the one who got Foster's.
That's because we've got the man down under up front. But anyway, we'll talk about that. I will go back to you because before we talk about the lineup, what's been going on?
Yeah, no, I mean, apart from looking ahead to this game, I've just had a chicken Kiev, or Kiev as you should call it, I don't know. But yeah, decent curly fries. Curly fries are the elite shape of potato, in my opinion. That's all I have to talk about, really. I mean, looking ahead to this game, it could just be a really, really hilarious banana skin, like a really hilarious one. As you said, sort of terrible form. I think when they scored, not against Sheffield United, I can't remember who they played before that, but it was the first time they'd scored since like Boxing Day. So they are on negative points. They are a pretty weak side and they can't score. And we're relatively in form. I guess we haven't really spoken on the channel yet about the Birmingham game. We'll probably get onto it. But, you know, I think realistically that's one that's a bump in the road. And it's one that kind of put us a bit in our place. For any of the fans who thought, playoffs, it was a bit of a reality check, which I think we needed. I think irrespective of that, we're still in form. So, yeah, it's one that I'm excited to watch. Could we, be scoring 5 or 6 or 7 tonight? No, Frederick, no, that wasn't what I was referencing. But look, I think it's already gotten stale. But yes, what about you, Frederick?
Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to being with you again tonight. For those who are maybe tuning in for their first ever, or I should say, MFW watch along, every time me and Jack have done one, Norwich have lost. So, it's not been great. We've done 3 of these before, all last season. Norwich lost 2-1 against Burnley. They also lost 1-0 at home to Preston, and they lost 2-1 to Bristol City, which is hilarious because every time me and Jack have gone to a Norwich game together, they've always won. So it's almost like when we're there in person, they're very good. When we're here sat in home, they're not so good. And Tiger G here with the first comment of the night. Let us know all your thoughts in the live chat about how the game goes and everything like that. He's asked are the lineups correct? They are. So we'll bring you the Norwich lineup now. It will be up on your screen. So there's a couple of changes made by Philippe Clement. Vladan Kovacevic is in goal. Jack Stacey has come in at right back. So Kellum Fisher is moved to left back. So Ben Cresceni is on the bench. That was, believe he looked like he got a bit of a nasty injury against Birmingham when Carlos Vicente just sort of sat him down. The centre-backs are McConville and Darling, and there is actually no Jose Cordova in the squad whatsoever. And you've got Jacob Wright and Kenny McLean in defensive midfield. Liam Gibbs starts on the right-hand side with Ali Ahmed on the left. Paris Magoma starting in the number 10 role. And then we have got Mo Toure up front. On the bench, Grimshaw, Medic, Cresceni, Field, Springett, Marcondes, Slimane, Mundell, Smith and Mateus Kviss-Gordon. So, Jack, I'll leave the team up there for you to dissect it a little bit. I mean, I personally expected changes because Norwich had a hard game against Birmingham at the weekend. They have a really busy month in February where they're playing just so many games. They've got to go to Leicester on Saturday, so the games keep coming thick and fast. But when you're playing a team who are already relegated, you can get away with it, really, can't you?
I think that's the way that I'm approaching this. Is it's a bit awkward to have Fisher at left back. It's a bit awkward to have Gibbs in the starting lineup. But at the same time, I really don't want to keep going on about how much of a dead rubber this feels. But I think it is a good opportunity. I especially look at that sort of front three. Well, not really a front three. I kind of looked at that and thought maybe it could be a 4-3-3. Potentially, I don't know whether Gibbs will be stuck out wide again. Probably, knowing Clement, it would be very rogue of him to completely change formation. I don't know. I kind of just thought, right, McLean, Gibbs in a midfield three, Magoma, Ahmed, Toure. Maybe that'll work. Maybe, we'll see the formation shift as the game goes on. Yeah, I mean, Cresceni, another knock for him. Our left back curse, our injury curse keeps on going. Cordoba's omission is a shame, but I think this is a great opportunity for Darling. I think we all, at the start of the season, thought, yeah, he's a nailed-on starter, regular starter, first team quality, and he's just been usurped because Cordoba and McConville have been better. So, yeah, good opportunity for him. Obviously played in the Cup against West Brom. But yeah, I always, you look at the team under Manning. I have to mention him. He did exist. We can't ignore that existence. And we always pinpointed the fact that the starting lineup really lacked pace. But you look at that sort of front three, and that's, I mean, yeah, there is flair and attacking quality in there, and yeah, that much needed pace. So maybe we will stretch Sheffield Wednesday. I don't. What is their lineup? Are they fielding 11 goalkeepers tonight, all on an emergency loan? Knowing them, I shouldn't take the mick, but
no. I mean, it is continuing. We are mainly focused on Norwich City, and we do like to try and give credit to the opposition, but. I haven't got a copy of the Sheffield Wednesday lineup, I'm afraid. So what I'll do, because I've got the benefit of having Sky Sports on one side and YouTube up here on the other, what I'll do, let's have a quick look at their lineup and I'll be able to read it to you. So this may seem a little bit amateur from us, but we're going to search up the Sheffield Wednesday lineup. So, right, I've got it here with me. I did see early on Twitter, because you sent it to me, that Sheffield Wednesday have 7 or 8 defenders unavailable for this game. So we'll have to see what Henrik Pedersen's gone for. So he's made 3 changes from the Steel City derby, which relegated Sheffield Wednesday. Dominic Iorfa is one of them who's come in. Norwich fans may remember him when he played for the team in blue and white down the road from them. They've also brought in Jarvis Thornton. I would assume he's a youngster because he's got the number 37 shirt and it's not a name I'm familiar with. They've also brought in Cole McGee, who I also think is a youngster. So the team that they've got Seny Dieng in goal, of course, a fairly established championship goalkeeper, signed on an emergency loan. Liam Palmer is the captain. There's Dominic Iorfa, Svante Ingolson, Jamal Lowe, Charlie McNeil, who scored against Sheffield United, Joel Ndala, Jaden Heskey, yes, he is the son of Emil, Cole McGee, Jarvis Thornton, and Teo Adara-Maloa. Heskey's boy is there. Yeah, you're absolutely bang on. Yeah, he is playing. So, and then the bench for them, haven't got first names, just got surnames. Stretch, Johnson, Emery, Maltby, Fasiri, Shipston, Granger, Moses, and Yates. I'm pretty sure every single player there is a youth player, apart from Jerry Yates, who people may remember from his time at Derby County and Blackpool, but he's not exactly the best of players, in all honesty. I think he only scored 4 goals last season, if that, in League One. So very much a signing that you could argue, well, it's preparing them for League One, but Yeah, I mean, it's dire straits at Sheffield Wednesday. You even look at that lineup, that the only names I recognise are Iorfa and Palmer and Dieng in that starting 11. The rest of them, I couldn't tell you anything about them. And that is, yes, that might be a bit of a shame that I'm unable to, and a lack of research, but they're all youth players because they got no one else. They are in dire straits. They are the first team to be relegated in the month of February in English football history, but it's no fault of their own. It's purely down to the fact that Chansiri was a dreadful owner and he ran the club into the ground. I'm pretty sure I saw earlier today that the group looking to buy Sheffield Wednesday have now pulled out, and they're not going to do it anymore. So I mean, it's obviously if Norwich win this game and they score a lot of goals, obviously me and Jack are going to be dancing away, laughing away, but we don't mean it in disrespect, because if you are a Sheffield Wednesday fan at the moment, it must be torture for you. It must be the most horrible, horrible time. And I would never wish anything like that on any football club. And if we had to experience it, it would be the worst time of our lives, because it's horrific. No one deserves that.
You've echoed my thoughts pretty much exactly. I don't think there's a single fan that would look at this and think, I agree with this. Probably maybe like some Sheffield United fans, but even some of them, although they enjoyed the Steel City derby win, they probably, I don't know how they feel about the derby in terms of how we feel about it with them lot. Is it a case of not having to play them next season, or are some fans a bit annoyed that they don't get that derby experience? But yeah, at the end of the day, it is a fan's worst nightmare. Yeah. When will we learn from these interesting ownership groups? Is it necessarily fair to have a points deduction on the club, impacting the players, the staff, the local community? That's maybe a more ethical question for a bigger day, when we're not sipping Foster's shandy. Was it that you have? Yeah,
because I thought it would just taste nicer. It really doesn't.
No,
it's funny because on the top of the can, if anyone can see that, says amber nectar. That's not how I describe it. But anyway, the Sky Sports stream is live. The players have just walked out onto the pitch at Carrow Road, Norwich in yellow and green. Sheffield Wednesday, blue and white don't clash with yellow and green, but they've gone for a purple and white camouflaged kit. So it's an interesting call. And here, I think this comment from Tiger G has summed it up perfectly. Wednesday are famous for all the wrong reasons, which, especially at the moment, they are. And then, well, of course, their ground, Hillsborough, was just tied to the most tragic football incident of all time, with the Hillsborough disaster, where 97 fans didn't return home. So no, I think I agree with that. They are a big club, Sheffield Wednesday. They are well known, but in recent times it's been for horrific reasons, which is such a shame for such a.
What is that kit? That horrible. I mean, we had a nice purple one a couple of years ago, whereas this is just, yeah. We've got two bald managers on the touchline. It's like Slot versus Guardiola, except not quite. I mean, how has Henrik Pedersen not got the sack? I mean, -7 points. I tell you, who has got the sack? Eric Ramsey, isn't he?
Yes, he has. Yeah, and I'm not surprised, because no wins in his tenure. He was there for 6 weeks, and I mean, when we played them, obviously we beat them 5-0, and a team's always going to look bad, but they were shocking, and they have continued to be shocking. Eric Ramsey had to go.
Cheers, Eric, for the 5-0 and the FA Cup progression as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're now talking about Sheffield Wednesday. Enough about the Throssels of West Brom. Throssels? I think that's what the thrush is.
Something like that.
Now we're talking about the Owls. If anyone watched my delightful trailer video, I had to sneak Springwatch in there somewhere.
Philippe is looking dapper. He's come out. He's in a gorgeous, almost tweed jacket with a black and white scarf. He looks gorgeous. Anyone who's got Sky up, he's looking. Someone get a screenshot of that. He looks absolutely dapper. Philippe
He
Clement.
looks like a Bond villain. He looks like.
Oh well,
he
you know
looks.
what? Well, hang on. I'm gonna have to do it now because I'm in a spinny chair. So hang on. If we're doing Bond villains,
Oh God. I've been expecting you, Freddie.
all right. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I've also got. You said you had your dinner. I got my dinner right here. It's chicken and bacon tortellini. So we'll give this a try. I'll mute my. So I'll mute myself so people don't have to hear my chewing noises. So I'll leave you with Jack as looks like the
Okay.
players are getting ready to kick off. I think Norwich have won the toss, but I'll leave it to Jack to discuss for a little bit.
Well, there we go. We are nothing but professional. If you would like to comment on Freddie's tortellini, what is your favourite flavour of tortellini? Yes, so kick off. And we're not 1-0 up yet. This is very disappointing.
No, it's horrific, isn't it? It's horrible anyway.
Sack the board, get rid of Napa. Yeah, well, again, I'm trying to make sense of how Sheffield Wednesday are lining up. Is it your traditional 4-4-2 or is it a hang on.
Oh, you're very far behind me.
Oh, am I?
Well, the problem is with oh no, I can pause my stream. Right, I'm on 45 seconds. Let me know when you get there.
Yes.
Right, okay, we're tied up as Norwich. They're kicking from right to left as we see it. So they're attacking the Regency security stand. But there's a lot of empty seats I can see at the moment. I can't say I blame people because it's really...
It's just the Wensum corner. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I mean, it's been a lovely tropical day in the south of England. I think we've had record temperatures for February. So cheers.
Here comes Sheffield Wednesday, Jack. Here comes Sheffield Wednesday down Norwich's left-hand side. I think it's Jamal Lowe trying to get a ball into the penalty area. They beat McConville. Cross has come in. That's gone over the crossbar.
Yeah.
I think that's a goal kick. Yeah, it is. So 90 seconds gone. It is 0-0 if you're just joining us between Norwich City and Sheffield Wednesday. But quite scarily, Norwich were put under the cosh there by a team who have won once all season.
Yeah, and if you're looking at one player of any quality in that Sheffield Wednesday side, Jamal Lowe is one of them. It would be remiss for me not to mention this fixture last season, that famous night under Torrup where we went 2-0 up. Who was the scorers? It was Cernats and...
I believe it was Sainz, I think. It probably was Sainz. He always scored.
Probably. And then went on to lose 3-2.
Yeah, that was bad, wasn't it?
I just remember Gassama for Sheffield Wednesday was absolutely sensational that evening, and we were absolutely diabolical.
Second half we were. First half we looked great, and then we just decided to take our foot off the gas.
Yeah, and even something like that, where that result was pretty damning. Vlad's had to make a catch.
Yeah, I tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday, they're playing. I know, obviously, everyone says our teams when they're relegated can begin to play with a lot of freedom, but they are at the moment. Norwich they're sort of inviting a bit of pressure here in the opening 3 minutes. It is 0-0.
Yeah, but it's half chances. You know. But I think looking at lineup now, I think my dream of a 4-3-3 is dead. I think it is firmly a traditional 4-2-3-1.
It does look that way, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, Gibbs at right wing.
I don't get it. I really don't. Like, it's such a strange one because he doesn't. It's not his favoured position, and he's not going to offer you much because he hasn't really got pace. He's not a good passer of the ball. He's not a decent player with the ball at his feet. You know, he can't really jink between defenders. It's just it is pointless, really, because he isn't suited to that position whatsoever. So I don't really know why Clement keeps to use it, because obviously, we all know Springett, he had that slight resurgence around Boxing Day, and it looked like maybe he was going to come good, but then sort of lackluster performances since. But still, he is a natural winger. You can play him there. There's the option of Chris Gordon to play out wide, but I just don't think Philippe Clement likes him. I get that impression that because he barely picks him, that he just doesn't like him as a player. As Harry Darling's given the ball away on the edge of his box. Goodness me. Luckily, he's got back up and made a tackle. But tell you what, Jack, these opening 5 minutes, Norwich look ropey.
I'm not liking it. I'm not. We are second best, but and they're lining up a nice traditional long throw. Oh boy. I so nearly got the train up to the Fun City to see this, but because Greater Anglia was slow, I would have arrived at half time. Yeah, so no, I'm watching it with you on Sky Sports Plus. There's no place I'd rather be. Maybe Carrow Road, but
maybe.
What have we got here? Is that a corner or?
Yeah, it's a corner. Yeah, because Wright heads it behind. So if you're just joining us, 5.5 minutes gone at Carrow Road. Norwich 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Let us know your thoughts on the game and everything going on, or just absolute nonsense in the live chat, so that we can get you all involved and you're not just forced to sit here and feel like you have to watch us as Kovacevic punches away a corner. I'll tell you what, I hate watching Norwich defend corners, because Kovacevic is so unconvincing sometimes. Just sprints off his line, just like he's lost his head. But as Norwich have got the ball back, they can maybe try and counter with Stacey. Long ball down the line, and he's found Toure on that right side, and Toure has completely slipped over, and I think he needs medical attention here.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He's done his groin, isn't he?
Yeah, he's feeling the inside of his right leg. He's got a big wince on his face here, Mohamed Toure. They're just showing a replay here. He sprints through. Because he gets a slight little shoulder barge, but it's not that, because he's feeling a completely different area and he's flat on the deck. And this is really, really bad, because Norwich obviously signed him in January to be their new striker. Scored 4 goals in his first 2 games. And Norwich are getting Matthias Kvistgaard ready. So Mo Toure is going to go off injured. And we've played 7 minutes.
Great start. Great start. What are our striking options? Toure, now injured. Makama, injured. Cernat, injured. Kvistgaard exists. Some other guy who might not be in the ground watching it. He might not even be in this country. He might not be even be in this continent. I'm pretty sure he's in a hotel in Canada somewhere. No. Not that I care that much, but this is terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate this.
It's really bad. Like Toure is moving with a bit of a limp, and he's shaking his head. Like even the physios are like rubbing his back, just like out of just to try and console him. Kenny McLean's giving him a hug as he walks off the pitch, and Toure he looks devastated here. He looks really upset. He's putting his shirt over his head. That is such a shame, because he's put his shirt over his head. He knows, he knows, which that is such a massive shame, because he started like a house on fire at Norwich, played 3 games, got 4 goals and an assist, and on comes Matthias Kvistgaard to play up front. Well, I mentioned earlier that, literally 2 minutes ago, that Toure's gone straight down the dugout. Yeah, he's done a groin strain. Well, that can put you out for 8 weeks, which at this point you're pretty much looking at the end of the season, basically. So that's bad for Toure. That's really, really bad. And the fact I've now bought an Australian can of beer looks very stupid. I should have bought.
But it tasted awful.
I should have brought Carlsberg, but anyway, let's.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so Toure is off, and Kvistgaard's on. It's funny because I said Clement doesn't fancy him. Maybe he's going to have to play him now, because Who else has he got? He's got no one else.
He has to fancy him, yes.
Deary me.
It's possibly the first time in Matthias Quist-Gordon's Norwich career where he has an open pathway ahead of him. There is literally no one getting in his way. There's no curly-headed American. There's no big Afro Jovan, and there's no mad Australian. So yeah, like, credit to him. We signed him for God knows how many million, was it? Like 8 or 9 or something. But yeah, a player who could have signed for a Champions League club, and he's been second or third fiddle to players bought from Randers and Lincoln City, who may well be coming up to the Championship next season and replacing these lot. That'll be quite a fun one. Would we class that as a derby? Norfolk bordering Lincoln?
No.
Oh, we border them.
Oh, and now Jack Stacey's on the floor. Oh my God, we've played 10 minutes. 10 minutes in, it's 0-0. Norwich might have to make 2 subs already. They've already.
Does he look concussed?
He might be. They're going through protocols, aren't they?
What is going on?
Oh my God, what a disastrous start.
He's squeezing his shirt.
What's happened here? So he gets the ball, he slips in the turf, and the player like catches him in the head with his knee, I think, as he slips. So, oh my God, we're 10.5 minutes in. It's 0-0. Norwich have had a dreadful start as well, and they've taken a Toure for Quist-Gordon due to what looks like a groin strain, and we might have to take Stacey off for a concussion. And this is funny here because Paul's just joined. He said he's 67 and he can remember when there was only one sub for teams. Well, already 11 minutes in, back in his day, it would have been 10 men. Well, Stacey's back up to his feet here. He's got a Lucozade Sport with him. He's getting applauded. I think he's okay. Please, is he all right?
I mean, he has to be. Do we have the only other fullback on the bench, I believe, is Cresceni.
You'd move Fisher to right back and put Cresceni.
Who also was injured against Birmingham when he was poleaxed. It's been a mood dampener. I think off the back of what was a very well-spirited performance against Birmingham. I think the second half showed a lot of credit. I think we've now got to the
Oh, here we go. Hello. With the pull back to Ali Ahmed.
That is the worst shot I've ever seen.
He's completely miskicked it, hasn't he? That's annoying because that was Norwich's best bit of play so far. Really good play there on the left side. I think it's Quist-Gordon was getting involved there with McLean. Magoma pulled it back. And tell you what, if he gets power on the effort, he's troubling the keeper. So a bit more forward thinking from Norwich. Here they come again, but pass through to Stacey. Stacey's blocked it though. Magoma is tackled by the edge of the penalty area. Sheffield Wednesday can try and get the ball forward now with, I want to say, is that, I don't know who that is in midfield for them. I do apologise, but I'm unable to tell because I know very few of their current players. But tell you what, this number 45, that's a good run. He's been brought down. That was good from him. That was very good, determined play. But actually, it's Darla who's been fouled. But Norwich they're starting to grow in a tinsy bit, which is strange because we've seen Stacey have to go off for a tinsy bit due to injury. Toure's been subbed off. Looks like he's done his groin. It's 0-0 after 13 minutes, but Norwich have got going a little bit now. But they should be doing a fair bit more against a team who have won once all season. So yeah, it's not been great from them. Yeah,
and that's a pointless free kick that goes into nowhere. I mean, just on like Ndala specifically, great little player, but another loanee who will try and prove himself, but he won't be at Sheffield Wednesday in League One. I think he's on loan from Manchester City. They've got Jaden Heskey as well. I believe he's on loan from Liverpool, or is he on loan from City as well?
I think it's City. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's City. Yeah,
I think it's City, yes. It's weird because Emil never played for Man City, so that
no,
just
did play for Liverpool though.
yes, not that like his dad had to in order for his son to play there. It's not like Brian Gunn ever played for Stoke.
Yeah.
What a weird time, Angus Gunn at Stoke.
Yeah, that was strange, wasn't it? There's Sheffield Wednesday scarily getting forward again here in the Norwich penalty area. They've put the cross in. It's gone behind, though, for a goal kick. But tell you what, Norwich need to wake up a bit here because this is pretty poor. I won't lie to you who are watching us. It's 0-0 after 14 and a half minutes, but they've not been great. They really haven't been great. But
no, they've lacked any kind of flow, any kind of consistency. That will happen with an injury that early. Stacey's he's bombing forward, but he's just been dispossessed.
And here comes Sheffield Wednesday, but good defending from Mr. Darling, who boots it away, trying to get Norwich up the pitch. And
I think they just need to calm a little bit. Like they're rushing. They're kind of a little bit antsy. They have absolutely nothing to play for. Sure, there's this whole kind of fear of relegation. It may still happen. We're definitely not out of the clear. But these dreams of the playoffs that we so desperately want are also extinguishing, considering last night, I think everyone in that kind of long red carpet up to the top six won. Just creating that an even bigger bracket as Sheffield Wednesday again tried to attack but have no quality.
Yeah, no, it's exactly that. As Norwich are now trying to get forward, can they maybe use their quality to get them a goal? As McLean has found Chris scoring in the box, he shoots! Oh, he's offside! He's offside! He's offside!
No!
He's offside!
No!
It's calm. We'll calm down. Great finish, mind. Really good finish at the near post. He smashed it in.
My first thought was he didn't look offside.
Let's look at this pass. It's just about. It's just about offside. He's about a yard offside. It's a lovely finish from him.
Really good finish.
Great through ball from McLean, though. That's all what it's all about. That shows that the gaps are there for Norwich. And Chris Scoring, he's an intelligent player. Like when he played against West Brom, I listened to Radio Norfolk, and Chris Gorham was bigging him up and saying how his movement off the ball was really intelligent, very clever player. So we saw it a bit there. That was a great through ball from McLean, though. But that's all Norwich just need to do. Evidently, the gaps are there. They can play through Sheffield Wednesday. But, yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's still 0 after 17 minutes. But Norwich have grown into it. In the last 10 minutes, they've grown into it.
I think we needed that moment because it's got the crowd up a little bit. Not that I know what the atmosphere is because I can't hear them.
Magoma, lovely ball. Here's the fish. Have Norwich got a corner? No, it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in. But no, they look a bit more confident here, do Norwich. And I think maybe, like you've just said there, Jack, they needed that moment. They have put the ball in the net. It shows they can get through with a little bit of just forward thinking and just playing to attack and get a goal. So they can do it, but they've just got to be mindful that Sheffield Wednesday are showing that despite their league position, and even when you take away their points deduction, they've only got 11 points all season. They're giving it something as Ahmed is in the left-hand side of the penalty area for Norwich. That is a great cross. Surely, ref. No, it's nothing. I think Gibbs has been pushed over in the box there, but the referee's not.
No, I think he's just short. I think that's his problem. It's a good move again and again. No, I think he's fallen over, personally. Under Philippe Clement playing against the team rock bottom of the championship on -7 points, you do feel a little bit more confident. Would I feel confident if Liam Manning was the coach? I still wouldn't.
Back to the game at Hillsborough. Think back to that when we went 1-0 down in 5 minutes or something like that, and we just about scraped a point. That was really bad. I think that shows you all you need to know about if Norwich would have been getting points in this game under Liam Manning.
Yeah, and we would have been in a relegation fight as well as Wednesday. We wouldn't be quite as far down.
Well, it's funny because at the time of that game at Hillsborough, when Wednesday were 1-0 up, if it weren't for points deductions, Norwich would have been bottom of the Championship. So that says it all, really. That does. Anyway, 19 minutes gone, 0-0 between Norwich and Sheffield Wednesday. Norwich have got a free kick. Wright and McLean stood over it, level with the right corner of the penalty area. So we've got the big men up from the back as Seny Dieng is screaming at his defenders to try and defend. In comes the free kick from Wright, and Darling just seems like the ball maybe hit him, and Ahmed's just going to get the ball back on this left-hand side. Norwich just trying to be patient at the moment. McLean pinging it forward. Good header down. It's Kvisgoren. He's tried to volley on the turn. It's been blocked. Norwich have got a corner. It's better, though. It's better. I'll tell you what, Kvisgoren, since he's come on, only because of the injury of Toure, he seems eager to impress. He's already put the ball in the net, but he was offside. But he is busy up there. He's running about. He's doing everything he can just to show to his manager, look, I know you have to play me now, but when these players come back, I want you to consider me again. I don't want to be sitting on the bench for 80-odd minutes every week.
And I think this will be interesting, just as a kind of spectator, just to see how we should get the best out of Kvisgoren.
Darling! Oh, it's been blocked. Darling again! Oh, wide of the post. Oh, that was very close from Harry Darling. Obviously, it hasn't scored since the Portsmouth game in August. He was inches away from getting his second Norwich goal there. Just the corner. McLean, really clever dummy to let it run. Darling's first shot blocks. He then chests it down as it goes back to him, hits it on the volley, and he ends up just putting it wide. That would have been some goal. Again, I just have to say, Norwich are they're growing into it now. And this is sort of what you expect now of a game like this, with a team who are banging form against a team who can't buy a point to save their lives at the moment.
Wrong player in the right place. You feel if Kvisgoren might, but in that position, he might have done something a little bit more clever with it. But commend him for putting in some effort. Sheffield Wednesday.
Now they've got a corner, so Norwich have got to do a bit of defending. But anyway, while we've got this little break in play, I will just say again, feel free to put any messages in the live chat so we can read them out. We can get you all included so that you don't feel like you're sat here just watching some blokes watch a game of football. You can feel free to get yourself involved, put a comment in, put something random, put an obscure thought you've had, or maybe what you had for dinner tonight, or just so we can discuss it here with you. Get everyone involved.
Who is a better free kick taker, Gabby Sarah or Robert Snodgrass? I'll leave that one for you. There was another guy who was quite good at midfield, who at free kicks, who was from South America, but I can't remember.
His name escapes me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's not that. Is he injured? I don't care that much.
Neither do I.
I mean, who would go away to Wrexham and concede 5? Not us.
No, exactly. Yeah.
And concede against 2 of your former players as well. And a former Norwich player score against you. Sorry, this is completely irrelevant to the game that we're playing.
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday are penning us in a little bit.
All right, play's resumed. I feel like Come on, mate. He's not giving it,
Well, I thought that was a free kick. Oh.
Well, everyone just stopped. They were waiting for the free kick. Oh, referee, that's interesting behaviour. But Norwich got the ball back, though. We've played 23 minutes, so we're halfway through the first half. It is still 0-0. They've had the ball in the net, but Kvisgoren was offside. He came on for the injured Toure about 8 minutes in. Looks like Toure maybe has done his groin. What a fantastic ball that is. Stacey, left-hand side, edge of the box. Jackson low ball, it's blocked. And that's a poor delivery. No, that's a poor delivery. But who played that ball over the top? I got no idea who played that. My eyes might be deceiving me. Did Liam Gibbs play that ball over the top there, or was I dreaming?
I'll need to see a replay. I thought it was Kenny. My gut says Kenny because that seems like a Kenny thing to do. Why was Stacey on the left-hand side, or was he on the right-hand side?
But that basic. We'll talk about that in a moment because Norwich have got the ball on the left side of the box. Magoma, tricky feet. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Oh Christ! Oh Christ! Tell you what, I very nearly got a bit overexcited there because he's just done gorgeous little heel to heel flicks. He then tried a back heel. He nutmegged the defender, couldn't find a Norwich player. There's that long ball, couldn't find a Norwich player either. Dieng claimed it. So you might be asking, why did Jack say left or right hand side? Well, basically, I put a picture in our group chat on WhatsApp that we have with the MFW YouTube boys, and I wrote out my best Norwich 11. And according to Jack, if you write the name of a left back on the left side of something, apparently they play right back. I don't know what everyone else makes of that. Apparently, left means right nowadays. So I'm intrigued to know what everyone else thinks about that, and if you know your left and rights, because I'm starting to debate if either one of us two actually know them now, and
I don't know the meaning of life anymore. It's meaningless. As Norwich are on the attack slightly, taking their time. No rush.
There's still 20 minutes to go of the first half. It's not the best pass back, but well done by McLean on the halfway line. He finds Jacob Wright into Magoma. Have a pop, son, I reckon. Magoma into Kellen Fisher, of all players, but he's tackled in the penalty area. What was Fisher doing in the D? He was
smacked of a player who's never scored for Norwich.
Or in his career, mind.
Did he not at least score one for Bromley? I don't know.
Well, I don't think he ever played for Bromley senior team.
Well, there we go. We have to win this 100%. Well, we have to win every game.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I can't believe
we get a replay.
Fisher. Yeah, it's a dreadful touch. It's a poor touch from him. A friend of the channel, actually. Well, I say that. He follows MFW on Twitter, and Jack said Fisher needs to grow a beard or something like that. He hasn't since. Bless him. I don't know if he's capable of growing one. Bless his heart. Norwich are coming forward with Mr. Magoma. Lovely reverse pass. Oh, my word, Fisher's in again. Oh,
Fishy!
Oh my God. You're probably wondering why we're laughing so much. Basically, Magoma's played it through to Fisher. He's on
He's miles offside.
No, he's on. And he tries to swing with his left foot for a shot. And with his right foot, he's kicked it under his left leg and out for a corner. Or goal kick, rather. Oh, Kellen Fisher as a shadow striker. Who would have thought, eh? As he's fist scoring. Oh, my word. What a touch from him. He's shot, saved by the goalkeeper. But I'm liking it. Norwich are good here, Jack. They're playing forward. Good play. They're getting the strikers involved. Magoma and Fiscoren. That's a good ball from Kenny. And it's a good effort from Fiscoren, as we've already mentioned. He put the ball in the net, but he was offside. But he is looking lively. I'm liking this from Fiscoren. It's a promising showing from him since coming on about 20 minutes ago.
Decent touch. And I like that he's running the channels. It means that this very kind of makeshift defence of Sheffield Wednesday really have to keep tabs. We're very much used to short, slightly Scandinavian strikers sitting on the shoulder of defenders and attacking the channel.
Into the box for Magoma. He's not made the defender. He's pulled it back, but it's blocked, and it's going to go behind for a corner. Just seen a score update they've given there on the screen. Millwall are winning away at home to Birmingham. Big for them. As we'll go to this comment from our friend Aconite Universe. Our record versus Leicester away is not good. Well, from all the years I can think of, Norwich have lost pretty much all the games. They'll want to get Rowett's first win. No, of course they will. Then, much like Sheffield Wednesday have had a points deduction, they'll be eager to stay up and get a result. But I think that they got good names in their squad, but in terms of how they play on the pitch, I don't think really they've got too much, sort of hence their league position. Even without a points deduction, they'd only be about 18th in the league. So that says it all. As Jacob Wright's going to take the Norwich corner, he's lofted it high, headed away by Iorfa, and Ahmed's got it on the left corner of the box. Shoot, goodness me. Ahmed trying the reverse pass, and Magoma, he should be taking that off Ingleson by the touchline for me. He sort of half-arsed his attempt there, in my eyes. But Anyway, it's gone behind for a goal kick. Nearly 29 minutes gone, and Jack, it's 0-0. But Norwich, after a bit of a scary first 5, and then Toure going off in the 8th minute, in the 20 minutes that have followed, it's been one-way traffic.
It has, and a very, very worrying start. But we gathered our heads, found some, composure. I'm loving Chris Coren up front, and I think it's only a matter of time. I will curse myself for him to keep on getting opportunities, and he's an elite finisher. You know what? I'm going to make a bold call here. I think we get a penalty tonight. I don't know. There's something in my.
That's a great point. When did we last get a better penalty? Because I actually don't know.
Blackburn away certainly was stuck away by that curly head guy.
Was that this season?
Yeah, it was this season. That
will be the last time then, because we certainly haven't had one since.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's mostly the trickery of Magoma. I feel like he's one that if he gets the ball in the box, tries a little dinky thing, a defender's just going to have to hack him down. But I feel like the refs really haven't been in our favour. As some match stats have come up, no shots on target from Sheffield Wednesday, and 33.2% possession.
Which is only going to go down because Norwich have got the ball here. Stacey with a determined run. For the shots for Norwich, if you're wondering, they've had 6, 1 on target. They also had the ball in the net, but Fiscoren was offside. Here's Fisher, who seems to be playing back at left back rather than as a centre forward for a little bit. And here you go. So it's Tiger G saying, he talking about your penalty shout, Jack. He was saying maybe you think Fisher will score. It's 50-50. As over the top to Stacey in the box. Jack Stacey for Norwich pulls it back. Ali Ahmed saved on the line. And Fiscoren's hit the bar from a yard out, but it spilled it.
Is that in?
It's in the net.
I don't trust it.
It's an awful goal. It's a truly, truly awful goal. But who cares? Because Norwich City have taken the lead. Fiscoren's getting the plaudits. I mean, what a dreadful goal we've just watched. I have no idea how on earth that even went in. The ball got cut back by Stacey on the right side. It found Ahmed, who had his shot saved on the line by Seni Dieng. Fiscoren is 2 yards out on the rebound, and his header hits the crossbar. It's then bounced down. He's won the header again, and it's gone beyond Dieng. So Matthias Fiscoren has scored, and you all know what that means on an MFW watch-along. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Oh, it's so embarrassing to celebrate a goal like that.
I banged my knee on the radiator. I deserve it.
What a truly shocking goal. But who cares? Scoring has scored off the bench, and Norwich lead Sheffield Wednesday by 1-0. He has been given the goal officially. So great for him. He's come on for the injured Toure. He's put the ball in the net. Incredible how Ahmed didn't put it in the first place. But it is Norwich 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. And Norwich get their reward for their determined play, really. It's since the 10th minute or so of the game.
I'm just popping a comment in the chat for everyone. Is that the worst Norwich goal?
Here we go, Jack. You might want to stop typing because Magoma's playing through. Fiscoren on the left side of the penalty area for Norwich. Pulls it across to no one. Okay. That was a bit of an interesting call from Fiscoren there as Magoma's pushed someone over, so that's going to be a free kick. I'll flash the comment up. Is that the worst Norwich goal ever? I think so. That was awful, wasn't it? That was such a bad goal.
I mean, for anyone who was old enough to remember football in the 80s and the 90s, I'm sure it was like that kind of pinball comical nonsense that you don't see in the modern game, and I, for one, I'm here for it. But I mean, I said moments before, Chris Coren looks bright. He's a good finisher. I'm not wrong, but I am also wrong because how did Ahmed not score? That's what I
don't know. It was a really good save, actually. Really good save. But sorry, we talk about how Ahmed didn't score. How did Kvist score and not score? Free header from 2 yards out. He hit the crossbar. And then
Our XG from that chance alone must be something like
at least
1.5.
No, probably 2 or 3 there. You think Ahmed's shot? Yeah, I'll be intrigued to look at if they show an expected goals tally. That'll be interesting to see if they do that in the next few moments. But goodness me, that was such a weird old goal, that. But who cares? Kvist scored and scored it. I want to say that's his 6th of the season now. I think as well, he's only started 5 championship games. So for fair play to him. His minutes per goal is quite a good record.
Yeah. And you kind of thought when Clement started him at Birmingham that was the start of a kind of career renaissance for him, where even under Manning, he had started to play really well. Obviously, got the goal against Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough, got the consolation against Leicester.
Coventry as well, put Norwich a goal up.
Yeah, can't forget that. But I wouldn't read too much into the players that Philippe Clement started against Birmingham at St Andrews, because he also started Shane Duffy, and then I don't think he's played ever again.
Great throw there by Kovacevic, and he's found Ahmed on the left side. It's with Jacob Wright now for Norwich, who has played it out to Stacey on the right-hand side. He's played it forward for, I think that's Gibbs on the ball, or is that Kenny? No, it was Gibbs, as McConville's gone forward to McLean. Norwich are just keeping the ball here. If you're just joining us, 35 and a half minutes gone. Norwich are 1-0 up. It could be 2 because they've set away Stacey on the right side. Teasing cross into the box. Ahmed tries to bring it down, but his touch is too heavy. And Norwich get possession back with Harry Darling.
Far too much space right now.
McLean into right. Now Magoma. Ali Ahmed, left side. Level with that corner of the box. Yeah, we're just happy to keep the ball here. I'm not surprised. 9 minutes till half time, you've got a goal lead. You're just happy to keep the ball. As long as you don't concede, then you're all right. As here, I see what you mean, Jack. A lot of room here for Gibbs on this little right-hand channel, as he's being just hoarded down by, I believe that's Ndara. Yeah, and he's one throw in, yeah. As Jack keeps sipping away the Kronenberg. Lovely, a good beer. It's a very tiny tin, though, if you've just got massive hands.
Massive hands. No, it was a freebie. The podcast isn't sponsored by HelloFresh, but HelloFresh gave me a little tiny tin of beer. As we watch the replay of this goal, which is
Ahmed shot saved, Kvist scoring free header hits the crossbar. Actually, a defender has tried to shield it away from Kvist scoring, standing by his own goal. Kvist scoring has just headed, literally, he's gone round the side of him. The player's here. Kvist scoring's just gone like that, and he's headed the ball in the net. Truly, just a horrific goal. That will be plastered all over Twitter later. I think that's such a horrifically bad goal. As Norwich are going to restart with a Kellen Fisher throw-in.
Yeah, and if you're Ahmed, you probably celebrate with Chris Goran for scoring that goal, but then you also think, oh, well, that was an opportunity for another Norwich City goal for me. He doesn't put a lot of power on it, and I think it is straight at the keeper. It is a very good save, but I think in that position, pretty much unmarked, running into the box.
Magoma edge of the box. Magoma! What a lovely, lovely finish from Paris Magoma. Norwich have got 38 minutes in. That is absolutely sublime from the January signing from Brentford. He got the ball right by the edge of the box, just sprinted forward, just hit it low and hard in the bottom right corner. Dieng stood no chance. It's 2-0 to Norwich, and we can have a little party once again. Oh, sorry, it stopped. Let me play it again.
Oh!
Is it going to play again? It's not playing. Oh, no. There we go. it is
Great
so
moment for
worth.
him.
It's so worth losing ad revenue for that. It's so worth it. But anyway, Norwich are now 2-0 up, and now Jack, even though we've only got 6 minutes to go of the second half, and we have another 45 to go. That's 2 goals in 7 minutes for Norwich. But for me now, I think that's game done. I think that's it really now for me.
Yep, and it's pretty much exactly how I sort of saw it in terms of there just being way too much space, and you've got way too many potential attacking options just in front of that defence who can just, pick a pass, move, and lovely finish again for as that guy says, oh, there you go, great signing by Napa. I agree, and I think it's a great moment for him. First league goal, I think.
Yes, and his second goal for
all.
the club, because he scored against West
Yep.
Brom in the FA Cup. As here's Ali Ahmed trying a
There
bit
you
of
go.
trickery, and he's found Magoma. Is he going to go for a second goal on the edge of the box? He is! Oh, he's held it wide of the post. Oh, I'm loving it, Jack. I'm loving it. I know Sheffield Wednesday, yes, they're already relegated. They got -7 points. But I'm just loving the freedom right now. Ever since we've brought on Kvistgård and because of the injury of Toure, since about the 10th minute of this game, Norwich are just playing with confidence. You know they can because they're playing a poor side, but I'm just loving it. They're relentless at the moment. It's really, this will bring confidence for players who are getting run-outs tonight because it's been good. It's been really, really promising.
There was a small margin of worry that this might be a banana skin. This might be one that we get caught out. It's kind of playing out how most people thought it would. A far superior team. Again, it's kind of like, it is the team with -7 points. It is a team that's already destined for League One. It's a team that has an unbelievably long record of losses in a row, but we're 2-0 up in the 40th minute. So wins a win, points to points. We've got a championship season to still continue. So yeah, it's
the only worry for me is when Norwich last played Sheffield Wednesday at home, they were 2-0 up at half time. They were playing really good football. But I would be amazed if we got pegged back. Really, I think since really Sheffield Wednesday's sort of decent start in the first 5, like they got the ball in wide areas, they got crosses in, but they had no one really. Like the quality of crosses weren't great. There wasn't really anyone attacking them, so probably down to the fact that they just haven't got the quality to do so. Who know what to do in those sort of situations? But yeah, I'd be really surprised if. In all honesty, this may sound really harsh. I'd be surprised if Sheffield Wednesday get a shot on target in the rest of this game. Like I know that sounds really harsh, but they've just got nothing going for them.
No, and that's not you being hyperbolic. That's you reading the stats that say shots 0, shots on target 0. It's pretty, as we see Delia and Michael Wynne-Jones. They're all lovely to see them. Will Leicester get a further points deduction, chaps? Don't know.
But we got no idea. If we worked on the board at the EFL, we'd tell you. But I don't think so. Norwich have got to do a bit of defending here off a set piece. They've got it clear. I'll tell you what, Jack. I'll go back to this comment from our friend Aconite Universe here about Magoma being a great signing. I'm inclined to agree with him because I'm liking Magoma. He's a player who is just so tricky with the ball at his feet. There was a lot of rave from Bolton fans who spoke about him in his loan spell with just being really quite tricky and a clever player. As Sheffield Wednesday have got into the Norwich box, Kovacevic has smothered the cross. He's then sort of given the ball straight back to a Wednesday player, but luckily Norwich have cleared it. But going back to Magoma, I've been very impressed with him because Philippe Clement didn't think he was going to be up to speed and it was going to take a while to get him up to speed. But then they said, oh, actually, he's a bit ahead of speed and we're liking his progress. And then he played against Oxford to make his debut, started against West Brom in the Cup. And in every game, you can get a decent highlight reel out of him because he's just so skillful, just such an incredibly intelligent player with knowing with what skills to use and sort of bemuse his opponent because he's fantastic at it.
you could even argue that on these few showings, he is a better option for us in that position than a Manqua Forsen. Some might say.
He is. I'm sort of like. I'm just going to answer it. Poor Forson. He's had so many injuries, and you thought the Coventry double would be his moment and his sort of kick-start him, but I just don't think he's suited to this league, in my opinion. He's not strong enough. He's not really technical enough for me. I feel like Magoma, obviously he has experience in the English league as well, but I just think Forson isn't the sort of player Norwich need, in all honesty.
What did you make of the comments by Marconde saying that he nearly left in January?
I'm not surprised by them. He's barely played, and when he has played under Clement, he's been a bit lazy, in my opinion. I don't think that he's got the required levels of intensity, and I don't really think. I just think he knows he's not playing, and you can sort of see it when he does play because he looks a bit half-arsed, in my opinion. He just doesn't look up for it, really. He looks like he's sort of down tools a bit. Norwich have just dealt with a through ball. We've played 45 minutes, so we're into added time. They're 2-0 up. Kvisgoren and Magoma with the goals 7 minutes apart, as Aconite Universe talks about Kvisgoren. We said this earlier about he did okay under Manning. It was 4 goals in 5 starts. It was, yes. He did do well under Manning. There's 5 minutes of additional time. I mean, we did have the injury for Torre. We had the injury for Stacey. Torre did go off for Kvisgoren, who has scored, as that is obviously such a dampener for Mo Torre because he's had such a great start to life in England. But going back to this comment, yeah, he did do well under Manning because he scored a fair bit in just 5 starts in the Championship, and he's got another goal tonight. And if the injury for Torre is as serious as it looks, he's going to be getting a lot more minutes over the course of the season. And he's shown he can score a couple of goals when you give him the chance. So maybe that could be, we could see the potential that Norwich were buying into, because as you mentioned earlier, Jack, Norwich signed him for, I want to say it was only £7 million in that release clause that no one else found, because Leipzig and Lon were looking at signing him for about 15 million quid, and he ended up coming to Norwich, which is incredible, really, for a player who was rated so highly in his time at Brøndby.
Yeah, and well, in terms of Torre getting injured, we could have had Casper yeah, we ain't getting him anymore. I mean, what is going on with that Birdo Glimt team?
Yeah, they're quite well. They got to the Europa League. What was it, quarter-final or semi-final last season? Like they're a really good team, and it's because of, well, Norwich fans will remember the manager Kjetil Knutsen. They were looking at him when Daniel Farke was sacked. He's still there at Bodo Glimt, and it's really all just down to him because he's a really intelligent manager.
Yeah, we don't need him. We've got Philippe Clement. We've got a big Belgian.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 minutes. It's a very long time. 5 minutes. Do you reckon we can get a third?
Yeah, probably. We're only 2.5 minutes into the 5 added on, but worryingly, Sheffield Wednesday have got a free kick. They played it quickly. What a bloody tackle by Gibbs to step in and put the ball back out for a throw in. But yeah, it'll be in. We could well get a third, but
what is the mood? Like, what is the mood of these players right now? They kind of seem a bit like they just want to go in for their halftime slice of orange. And do they still do slices of oranges?
I'd be shocked. It's probably like them orange little gel packet things.
Yes, little jelly things. Yes, and lots of Lucozade Sports. Maybe lots of bananas. I don't know.
What a throw by Kovacevic. He's given it straight through to Kvisgoren, who's beaten the defender. He's in the box now, Kvisgoren, and he slipped over the ball, and he's given it away. I'll tell you what, I was worried because I was concerned. I saw the Sheffield Wednesday player just like pointing. I thought he was wagging his finger at the ref. I thought for half a second there, Norwich had been given a penalty, but no, it's just Kvisgoren got put through by a Kovacevic throw and sprinted through to the box, but the defender just got across in time. He forced it, Kvisgoren wide, to be fair, and he just slips over the ball as he tries to get it.
They've been watering the pitch too much.
Yeah. Well, have you seen that story with Kings Lynn?
What's happened with Kings Lynn?
Oh, well, I'll tell you after this Norwich attacking phase, but it involves watering the pitch. As here comes Fisher to find Ahmed on that left-hand side by the corner of the box to McLean. We've got a minute to go of that 5 added on. Norwich are 2-0 up. Just playing neat little passes here, Ahmed and McLean, and Norwich are just going to play it back. So basically, with Kings Lynn, they were having a game in the National League North against South Shields, who I think were unbeaten in 11 or something like that. And basically, the pitch was already a little bit battered from rain, but their groundsman put the sprinkler on, and he's just been drowning the pitch so that it was unplayable, so that they could postpone the game. South Shields have naturally gone to the FA, and they've asked for the CCTV footage. Kings Lynn have come out and said it got deleted. As here come Norwich with Fisher, his shot is blocked, and they've got a corner to end the first half. So basically, Kings Lynn just didn't want to play South Shields, buggered the pitch up, and then deleted the footage to try and get away.
I've got a lot of time for that, Linz. I've got a lot of time for that. Oddly enough, it's so weird in the sense of if Kings Lynn were a proper like championship team, I probably would have a rivalry with them. But any Norfolk non-league team, I'm like, yeah, you know what, boys, we're all one big family. Like, apart from them lot over there.
Well, that's not Norfolk.
Well, yeah, all the Norfolk boys versus the Suffolk boys. As this corner comes in, someone's waving a flag in the river end.
Dreadful delivery by Wright, though. He's put it straight out for a goal kick.
I think that's weirdly something that we don't really discuss. Oh, and there we go. Half time. I'll get to my point in a minute.
All right. So half time. It's 2-0 to Norwich. Matthias Kvistgoren, who came on off the bench after just 8 minutes due to an injury for Mohamed Toure, looks like maybe, excuse me, he's done his groin, but Kvistgoren came on, scored a dreadful goal. It was awful. Stacey pulled it back from the right side. Ahmed had a shot saved practically on the line. Kvistgoren, with a header from 5 yards, hit the crossbar. He then somehow headed in the second attempt as a Sheffield Wednesday player was just trying to shield the ball. But the second goal, no luck about it. Magoma, lovely, just determined run up to the edge of the box, hit it with his right foot in the bottom right corner. Norwich leads Sheffield Wednesday by 2-0. It's what you expect of them because Sheffield Wednesday are already relegated. They're on -7 points. They're going to flash the stats up in a minute. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here you go. So here are your stats. 61% possession for Norwich, 12 shots, 4 on target. Sheffield Wednesday, 38% possession, not a shot at all. They've been poor. And it's no surprise because they haven't really got anyone of good quality apart from Jamal Lowe, who hasn't really been involved in the game. But Norwich, they had a bit of a shaky start first 5 minutes. They were put under a bit of pressure, but since then, it's been one-way traffic, and it's what you expect. They've been all over Sheffield Wednesday.
And I think you can't be disappointed with that first half. I don't think there was anything really wrong with it, only really that we didn't get more. It is probably the only sort of bizarre, other sort of opinion on it is, I think there's obviously been moments where, a pass has been overhit and, as we were alluding to, the pitch is slippery. Probably doesn't help, but yeah, we're playing against a team that will not lay a glove on us. I wonder what Philippe Clement's message will be. Will it be one of satisfaction? Will it be one of well done, more of the same? Or, lads, some of you need to buck your attacking, buck your ideas up, because I think there is a lot more to come out of this Norwich team. There is a lot of potential again against a team that has a very shaky defense and a shaky attack. They're fully relegated. This magical fight that we all thought they would put up because they're finally out of their misery hasn't turned up. But as you pointed out, last year, it was around the same time of year, I think. It might have been mid-March, possibly, maybe a month out, where we were 2-0 up at halftime against the Owls of Wednesday, and went on and lost. But then they had Danny Röhl, I believe. They had something to fight for. They look like they're just sort of turning up. And again, I said it before the match, where are Norwich right now? What would Norwich like to do? It would be nice to not have to worry at all, unequivocally at all, about relegation, because I think it's been on the cards for a few weeks now. But I think, again, the Leicester points deduction has really helped us. It's added that extra cushion. But yeah, are we in that big playoff push? No. I think something like a 12th or a 13th place finish is probably weirdly the aim. So yeah, can't complain on that first half. And I think my thoughts go into the second half. Maybe what are the attacking options that we can bring on? Is it, dare I even say this, unironically, do we just bring Springett on and see what he can do? Or even a Mundell Smith? Instead of Gibbs, what do you think?
I agree with you, but because if you're going to try it in any game, you might as well do it when you're 2-0 up and you're playing a team who haven't had a shot against you and are already relegated. It's the perfect game to try it and see if what these players can do. Just when they almost have freedom, but they just seem like, that's what I was saying. We're about 20 minutes into the game. Norwich were just playing with freedom, but because they were being allowed that, which everyone says with relegated teams, they'll play with freedom now. That's not what you're seeing at all from Sheffield Wednesday. They're playing just to survive at the moment, just to try and get through games. But Norwich are really just have so much joy. They've got so much room in so many areas of the pitch. I'm just looking at the live league table. You're talking about the playoff race. Norwich are currently 12 points off 6th place. So I think with 12 games to go, it's sort of a foregone conclusion. They're not going to be up there. But spoke about 12th or 13th. Norwich are 6 points off 12th at the moment. Stoke are winning, so Norwich are currently 5 points off 13th. But it's not bad at all. It's amazing because we now have a positive goal difference. We've got a positive goal difference and we got more losses than wins. So that shows you how good they've been under Philippe Clement. I think including today, it will be, I want to say, in the last 12 league games, it would be 8 wins, which is obviously phenomenal. That's insane. 24 points from a possible 36. Like that would have you, at that point in the championship season, you'd be probably top of the division. So shows how good they've been. And that game against Sheffield Wednesday, that 3-2 loss, that was the 11th of March of last year. So it's only about, 3 weeks or 2 weeks from, I think it's actually pretty much 2 weeks to the day. Yeah, it's 2 weeks to the day. So what, 52 double. It's been 102 weeks since that. No, because it's only been 1 year. Sorry, no, that's me being silly.
50 weeks.
Not good at maths, me. No. Yeah, it's been 50 weeks. Sorry. So it's very nearly been a year since that 3-2 loss. But I'd be shocked if Norwich won 2-1, like in all honesty, because Wednesday got nothing about. I do, again, I'm not trying to say it disrespectfully or be, horrible towards Sheffield Wednesday and try and make out that they are really bad and they deserve to be where they are in the table. But it's hard to not say that they are really poor, but because they are, I know it's no fault of their own. They can't sign players to make them better, but just watching that first half, apart from the first 5 minutes, they've done nothing. And even still, even when they had that promising spell, no shots on goal, and not a shot at all, let alone any on target. So it just showcases it. Just Norwich are, even though Norwich are only a couple of places above them, there is serious levels between the two teams.
And I know what Philippe will be probably spending a good 5 minutes of his 15-minute break doing, turning to Vlad and go, right, Vlad, listen to me, please. It's Sheffield Wednesday. Please, can we have a clean sheet? Just one clean sheet. And just one performance where you don't do something really weird. Please, just because I think at this point, yeah, if we do concede, it's possible. They haven't shown any signs of doing it. but I think a concession at this point would be a letdown. I think if we don't get a clean sheet here tonight, I think it would be disappointing. And again, there are players to prove. Darling, especially Jack Stacey, even, who hasn't been getting games, where Fisher and Crescene have been so resilient. And what are the halftime scores? Millwall 2-0 up. Wow, at home to Birmingham. Considering they got who did Millwall get spanked by recently?
They lost 3-1 against Pompey.
That was it. It was Pompey. Yeah. We kind of want Millwall to keep succeeding, because they're chasing that team in third.
Funny, because obviously Easter Monday is when Norwich play Millwall. That will be, if Norwich can continue their form under Clement, and so can Millwall, that will be a really, really good game to watch. I'm very, very excited by the prospect of that game, but Norwich just have so many injuries at the same time, so it's horrible, really. But it's weird, because a game like that, because obviously the two teams are so far apart in terms of points tallies and positions in the table, but given the form and how they're playing, it'll be a game that will just be so great for the neutral to go and watch.
I agree, and I think you obviously, with the loss away at Middlesbrough, the loss to Birmingham, you could say that we lost to better sides. I think early in Clement's reign, obviously, where we had the annoying late concessions against Oxford and Preston, those are really sort of the only recent results where we've sort of dropped points against teams that we shouldn't have. We've only sort of dropped points against teams that are conventionally better than us. That we haven't really slipped on any banana skins under Philippe Clement. And that heroic win against Coventry, obviously they were in a dip of form, but they're in the top two, was indicative that Philippe Clement's Yellows can come up against anyone in this division and not fear them, as long as they have competent, fit players. Again, hindsight, beautiful thing, all that stuff we spoke about. Torup at length. If Torup had a fully strength squad for an entire season, where would we have been? Probably not the top six. Maybe not. Don't know. But Philippe Clement with a fully fit team. I thought about this the other night. I would love to see what Philippe Clement can do to Mirko Topic when he's back fit. Yes. Because I think he was a player who, under Manning, started really well and then had all of the quality drained out of him, like anyone who was under Manning. Ante Cernat, for instance, as well. What can Clement get out of these players? Or have these players just had to be, replaced by the likes of Toure, by the likes of Magoma, by the likes of Will they have a Norwich future beyond the summer? I don't really want to look out to the summer. I know it was tropical weather today, 16 degrees. Ooh. But this form and this squad and kind of it does make you think, right? We give Philippe Clement a summer to fully knock up this team, like focus on the players that he would like, get rid of the players that he wouldn't like, bring in some players that would make it better. It is very early to be predicting what it will be like, but nonetheless, it is exciting, the prospect of a full summer and a follow-up season with Clement at the helm.
No, it certainly is. I'm very much looking forward to it. As long as obviously Norwich keep up the form, it's such a big ask of them to keep going the way that they are. But you think with a couple more additions who are going to be quality and will want to play, but I would say for a Philippe Clement team, looking at how well Norwich have been under him and what they've done and the results they've got, I would be, if I was a player and Norwich approached me, it's probably biased because obviously I support them and I care about them, but if I was a player, I would be very intrigued by it. I'd want to go and see what they're all about. But I think the biggest thing really that you said there about obviously he wants to get something out of these players who have been injured and maybe haven't looked good. under Liam Manning and under previous Norwich managers. I think it's just as much a part for them to be good in training and show that they're up for it, because as we've seen with players like Marcondes, he's not up for it. But under Torup, he looked up for it, and he looked talented in a fair few games. He looked like the player that Norwich needed to give him a bit of spark. But under Clement and Manning, it wasn't working for him, because he just sort of gave up in a way. And ever since he's not been playing recently, he looks like he's given up. And he's sitting on the bench for entire games. He's not even coming on, because when he does get stick from fans as well, but it's because he's just not putting the effort in. And Philippe Clement, one of the very first things he said as Norwich manager was he wants to see hungry players who are determined and will run till they drop in training and in games. He wants the fittest and just the most team in the league that are just going to run and give everything for not only the manager and their team, but the fans as well. And that's down to players like you mentioned there, like Topic and Sienat, who are out injured. And even, I know he's barely played for Norwich even when he was fit, but Jeffrey Schlupp, just people like that. Anyone who is out injured at the moment and is going to come back, and they haven't really played under Manning, Manning or Clement for that case. Yeah. You've got to give it everything, because it showcases some of the results Norwich have had is down to stuff like that. You think about the wins against Wrexham and against Coventry, purely because Norwich were just battling the whole game. They were making it even just through effort. And if you can't give your maximum effort, if you come out of a game of football knowing that you didn't give your maximum effort, or it didn't look like you did, in my eyes, for me, because I think it's one of the most important things, for me, it may sound harsh, you shouldn't be playing football. You shouldn't. You should be giving no matter what level you play, you've got to give everything when you play, because if you don't, people will get on your back and it'll only frustrate you, which will make you not want to try as a player. They've got to be gunning for it. As Norwich have got a player back out here, they're going to bring on Slimane at half time. And I don't mind a bit of that, a little bit of up the anise.
Yeah. He was having a very, very long warm up. So, I don't know if your stream was paused or if you're now ahead of me again. But I have all the Sheffield Wednesday players out on the pitch, and now the Norwich players are coming out.
Oh, you're miles ahead of me then. Oh dear. Yeah, I've still got Slimani warming up.
Oh no! You need to hurry up, because Chris Goran is sprinting onto the pitch.
I'll refresh it. I'll refresh my Sky Sports Plus, and we'll see where that puts me. This is probably where me refreshing it now completely ruins it, and my thing is going to be completely frozen, and I may not be able to watch. Let me find it again. Right, so we're on the Sky Sports website, Norwich versus Sheffield Wednesday, and let's click the play button and let's turn the volume down on it. Yeah, there we go. Right, I've got everyone on the pitch now, and Sheffield Wednesday getting ready to kick us back off. So Norwich 2-0 up at half time. They brought on Anis Ben Slimane, and they've taken off Magoma. Is that because maybe Philippe Clement wants to rest him, or was this a change that was always going to happen to put Slimane on, or is Magoma? He didn't look injured in the first half. Is he maybe feeling a little something? That's upset me a bit.
Yeah, and I was half expecting, Gibbs come off, Slimani in the middle, Magoma out wide. Don't mind that. This is complete coincidence. My coaster is an owl.
And Sheffield Wednesday made a change. Emery's come on for Iorfa as they look to get forward, but their man is offside. So Jack, in terms of stream, I'm at 45.23 at the moment.
Oh, you're about 10 seconds ahead of me.
Right, I'll pause it at 45.30. So let me know. Right, I've just got there. Let me know when you get there.
Got a nice view of the linesman holding a flag up. And now.
Right, there we go. Right, we're back in sync with Norwich 2-0 up. But yeah, that's a shame for Magoma, because I thought he was having a really, really good performance there. Got himself a goal, was looking tricky. I'm a bit annoyed he's come off, because I felt like he was providing a fair bit of spark along with Kvistgård, and they were linking up well with one another. But we all know how good Slimane's been since the turn of the year. So it's not the most damning of changes, in all honesty.
No, and I think if I was Chris Gorham, that would be one of the first questions that I ask Philippe Clement at the end of the game. Magoma had a fantastic first half. Why did he have to come off? One would presume that because of the lengthy long-term injuries he's had, it's managing minutes, and what it means is that he doesn't ruin doesn't ruin a good performance. We can have a good first half, and we can wrap it up in cotton wool, and we can say, wow, how good was Magoma for the first 45 minutes? So tactical genius, Philippe, tactical genius.
He is, isn't he?
Yes,
he stopped a Peroni. Look
at
this.
I mean, it is a school night, so I shouldn't indulge too much. But much bigger beer this time rather than the teeny tiny tinny.
I'm still on this Foster's Shandy. God, it's horrible. Since Touré's come off, it tasted even worse. If Touré scored, I would have been lapping it up. But no, I bought an no, not an American. Goodness me, what on earth am I on about? I bought an Australian beer, and the Aussie went off. And yeah, oh well.
Again, should have gone with Heineken. Nice Danish beer.
That is so bad. It's so bad. I really hope no one who likes Foster's is watching this, because no, it's horrible. That's it.
I mean, yeah, William Grant will have his opinions, because he's a Sol aficionado. I think he quite likes. Is it Sol that he likes?
He likes any beer, anything that's got alcohol in it. The boy drinks. I wonder what he's drinking in the Upper Barclay today. If he's because I know they've just brought in a Sahi at the in the Barclay territory, and that's a lovely beer. And of course, what are your favourite beers? Leave it in the comments. We've had very little interaction tonight. It's a shame to people just really enjoying our chatter that much, because. Yeah,
nattering on, and there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, very true.
The worst goal in Norwich history, Paris Magoma's renaissance. Will Vlad stop being weird? He hasn't had anything to test him just yet. And again, first few minutes of the half, it's kind of been all of nothing. It's kind of been the players warming themselves up, really, which you don't mind it. Slow the game down a bit. We don't want any Sheffield Wednesday chances or any weirdness. We just want to keep our 2-0 lead and make it 3 or 4.
Would be nice.
But back with Seny Dieng, who is a goal-scoring goalkeeper, if you remember.
Yes, he is. No, very, very well remembered. Yeah, I can't remember who it was he scored against. Hang on. Here comes Sheffield Wednesday. I think this is Jamal Lowe. This is a worrying moment. What a vital block by Fisher, and it just drops wide of the post. We've played 4.5 minutes of the second half. It's still 2-0 to Norwich. But a lot like that first half in the first 5 minutes, Norwich had just switched off a little bit here. That was a massive sliding block from Fisher to deny the effort from, I think it's McNeil, who's tried to curl it in from the right side of the box. But he was completely unnoticed, got the shot in. Fisher blocks it. But much like the first half, it's not the best start. The Norwich are under pressure.
Good block, but one of those blocks where it could have literally bounced anywhere. So, shaky times, but Wednesday, starting this half brighter than us.
They try and get that corner in, but Norwich have dealt with it in the meantime. And Kvistgården tries the through ball to Ahmed. It's blocked. Norwich are going to get forward again, though, as that's played back through to Ahmed on the left side, but he's been pushed over. And he's given the free kick to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Would you say the officiating just gets worse every match?
It's not great.
Yes. Yeah. So again, I'm screaming for this penalty, but I don't think the penalty will come. As the way that Slimani and Kvistgården are pressing, it looks like we're playing a 4-4-2 with Slimani up top. As it's just flashed up that Coventry are losing to Sheffield United. So.
No, it's 1-1 now. They've done the catch-up. Coventry 1-1. Yeah, they've obviously just doing a bit of a catch-up, aren't they?
Well, there you go. Frank, you're doing a great job, apart from losing to us.
Yeah. No.
Has Frank Lampard's Coventry ever beaten Norwich?
No, they haven't. We drew with them this season away from home, beat them at home, and then beat them at home last season. So no, they've not beaten Norwich yet. But then Coventry haven't beaten Norwich for 17 years or something like that. As Norwich are getting forward, Slimane tries to find Ahmed, but the pass is blocked, and Wednesday are able to clear it away as they now try to get themselves forward. Stacey sliding in and puts it behind for a throw-in. He wants a throw-in in for his team, but the linesman just gives it the other way. But yeah, just Norwich need to, much like they did in the first half, they just need to grow into the game again, and it's moments like that that can let them do so. As Wright steals it, gives it to Kvistgoren, lovely Slimane, but he just can't take the ball with him as it runs through to the Sheffield Wednesday keeper. But yeah, they're growing into it now. It looks a bit more lively.
It was Sunderland who he scored against. That comment from 5 minutes ago. Yeah, it was at the Stadium of Light. I think they only got a draw from that, but there you go. Yeah, we're looking brighter. Nice little turn from Christie. Yeah, slowly warming up. Like we're a little bit lukewarm at the moment. We're getting right back into the rhythm. The space, that we had before, it's emerging a little bit. It's kind of crying out for, someone like a Magoma, but we shall see. Where's Sam Field? Is he not?
He's on the bench. I think he just was dropped just for the sake of fresh legs and a bit of rotation. As Norwich try and get playing the centre. Kvistgoren, he has got Slimane with him. He's on the left side of the box. Kvistgoren, he does get the cross in. Slimane just misses the ball and it drops behind for a goal kick. But yeah, Norwich are warming up now, aren't they? Yeah, it was a poor first 5 minutes, a lot like the first half, and they had to see that shot from McNeil blocked and go behind. But since then, again, they're into it now, and you feel maybe that third goal could be coming in a few moments.
And you look at this starting 11, even, and you look at the sort of star players. Very recently under Clement, 3 big names in terms of Cordoba, Matson, and Makama. I think if you'd have told me a few weeks ago that there would be a starting 11 with none of those 3 in it, I'd be very nervous. But
lovely ball by Slimane. Here's Kvistgoren. There's a determined run from Stacey on the other side, but Kvistgoren's just been tightly marked on that left side of the box, and he's been tackled. I think if he got his head up there, he could have seen Stacey making that run. He was completely free, but he just got forced into being crowded out there. But yeah, it's interesting from Kvistgoren because obviously he's playing as the central striker in this 4-2-3-1. But he's drifting out wide to the left a lot since he has been introduced. He's just almost like trying to get everywhere in the front 3. He looks hungry for the ball, but he's just sort of hindering himself by going out wide. And a lovely ball by Stacey to Gibbs, and that's a poor cross though, as it gets blocked by a defender. Sheffield Wednesday clear it away. Fisher gets it back for Norwich. Ahmed back to Fisher, who I think has swapped boots at half-time. McLean and Wright exchange a couple of passes. McLean just sort of halts with the ball at his feet. He plays it out wide to, I believe that's Wright. It's with Ahmed by the left side of the box and just tries a couple of step-overs. And Norwich just sort of not getting anywhere at the moment. Wright's cross gets hit by Fisher. It's gone back to Wright. He's been tackled. And Sheffield Wednesday, with their crowd of purple shirts, clear it away. But Norwich get it back. But Slimane's lost it. And
that bus is firmly parked. They are holding out for a 2-0 here, or a counter, as they're doing now. But they didn't. Yeah. Nothing came of it. Yeah, you almost want little moments like this where there's a little bit more space. And you kind of want players like Stacey to go for. This is going to be an interesting half for Stacey, I think. He'll have opportunities to bomb forward. He won't necessarily need to worry too much about his defensive commitments. And,
Yeah, again, Norwich have tried to get forward, but Fiscoren is just loses the ball after being tackled. Interesting comment here from Sahin. Norwich are getting Tony Springett ready. We're gonna see him come on and see what he can do. Can Norwich maybe get a third here from Kenny McLean making a run forward? Good through ball. Fiscoren's just facing the wrong way though, so he just didn't know where the ball was going to land. Stacey, I think he's nutmegged the defender, but he's lost it and he's just trying to win it back. But Wednesday have done well to keep the ball. But interesting comment here from Sahin. He wants Norwich to be shown a yellow card. Something tells me he might have money on that based off that comment. As I don't actually think anyone's been shown a card in this game yet. We've played nearly 57 minutes. Norwich are 2-0 up, courtesy of first half goals from Matthias Kvistgaard and Paris Magoma. But yeah, they're getting the idea. The ideas are all there, but it just execution isn't at the moment. But you feel if they can just get one little pass right and get a chance 1-on-1 with Dieng, that'll probably be 3-0.
Yeah, and your comments about Kvistgaard and finding a lot of space, being in different positions. Don't blame him. Like, he's putting himself about. It's a very good performance. I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad performance so far in Norwich shirt, to be honest. He's someone that, I've always rated, I've always wanted to succeed. And I think from his perspective, we were saying this at half time, it's a dead rubber. It's an opportunity. If you're a forward against a team like this, do you think, hat trick?
Here comes Norwich. Fisher up to the edge of the box. Kellen Fisher sees his shot blocked. Fisher is playing with so much attacking determination in him tonight. At times he's been Norwich's furthest player forward. He looks absolutely desperate to score a goal in this game. He's just gunning for it, isn't he?
I think his family's at ransom unless he scores. But I'm all here for it.
The return pass from Slimane there. Tried to find
Who would you rather see score, McConville or Fisher?
I'd probably. Well, it's a very good question. Probably Fisher, because he's played obviously so many more games and he always plays with his heart on his sleeve. And yeah, he's a talented boy. Yeah, he gives it everything in every game. So I'd probably say him because he deserves something for his efforts. That's for sure.
Let's not forget he had that worldie against Middlesbrough that I think went down as an own goal. I think that was against Dieng.
Dieng, yes, that was Senny Dieng. There's a couple of changes here with 59 minutes on the clock. Norwich 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. They're actually making a double change and really annoyingly, annoyingly, because I barely know their players because they're all so young. I can't even really tell you who's the names of the people going off. And
it's Ndala, I believe.
Ndala's one of them coming off, and McNeil has gone off. Arguably, Wednesday's two best players in this game. That's a very interesting one from them to make those sort of changes and take off the players who have looked the sharpest for them in this game. And yeah, that's maybe they're resigning to defeat. Fasire and Yates have come on in their places. Here's Ali Ahmed just trying to get Norwich forward again. Jacob Wright on the edge of the box. He has a pull from the goalkeeper Dieng, and Slimane's just about kept it in. He's gone back to Ahmed, trying a little bit of trickery here. Ali Ahmed gets it to Wright on the edge of the box. Norwich are just sort of being crowded out a little bit, and Slimane's giving it away on the edge. But that was good from Jacob Wright. There's another player actually who hasn't scored for Norwich and always played with a lot of passion. He was trying there. It was a good effort, and Dieng just he didn't know much about it really, did he? It just sort of hit him, and he ended up making the save. Norwich are actually going to make a double change. One of them, well, we said earlier, Tony Springett was being kitted off, ready to go. I think the other one might have been Sam Field. I couldn't tell from the camera if it was him or not. I think it is, but Norwich aren't going to bring them on just yet. Little over an hour gone. They are still 2-0 up. But again, like we were saying throughout that first half, after a bit of a poor first 5 minutes, that they're coming alive in this in the rest of this second half. Stacey just can't get beyond the defender there, and he's had the ball poked through his legs. But Norwich have won the ball back through Jacob Wright. And they're going to try and
One-way traffic. One-way traffic.
It's almost a carbon copy of the first half, and just poor start to it, but woke up a little bit and have gotten a couple of chances off. Just need to get that third goal, and you feel that'll probably be it. As Wright tries a through ball, it's blocked. Gibbs has won it back and tries it a second attempt, but can't take the ball with him. But yeah, it's just everyone behind the ball really here for Sheffield Wednesday. They've not been well. The fact that they've only really had that one shot that McNeil had, which was blocked. Apart from that, quite poor.
Yeah, and they've weathered the storm, but what is their plan here? Is it counter? I guess. As the ball's back with Vlad, doesn't do anything weird. Interesting. I kind of, I don't know, maybe it's harsh to not have Grimshaw starting goal. Obviously, Vlad was back against Birmingham. Where they're subbing the sub.
Yeah, Kvistgård's going off. Jakov Medic is coming on, and Ali Ahmed's gone off for Sam Field. We're bringing on defensive-minded players at 2-0 up against a team who haven't had a shot on target yet.
Who's playing up front? What?
Oh my God, he's put Medic is playing up front. He's put Medic up front. He's the furthest player forward. Oh, no, we surely not. No, surely not. Oh my God, Jakov Medic is playing up front. Oh, that is so harsh on Kvist though, because he's not even played an hour of football. Why would you take him off?
Oh God. Yakov Medic hat trick incoming. Defender who's barely played under Clement. Yeah.
No, we can't. We cannot be playing Jakov Medic up front.
I mean,
no. This is almost like this is a bit of bullying now. This is bullying. You can't put your centre back on up front. They're bottom of the league. That's just horrible. Oh my, no, look at him. Look at that. He's defending the free kick and he's ran forward. He's the furthest. Oh my God, we're playing Jakov Medic up front. He's a centre back.
I don't know what they put in these, but wow. Must be your Shandy as well. If anyone's looking for some astute analysis on this, maybe they did crossing practice. Maybe Clement's just a bit like, yeah, we're scoring loads of goals, but how about more headers? Jakov Medic, who has the pace of a slowly cooling bowl of porridge.
Oh, dearie me.
Gently cooling on the windowsill. I mean, there's desperation and then there's that.
That's so interesting. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Genuinely, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Honestly, I want a time machine and I want to go back to August me, and I want to tell him, oh hi, we're going to be playing Sheffield Wednesday with Jakov Medic up front alongside Anis Ben Slimani. No Josh Sargent.
Oh my God, here he is. Oh, he's turned like a tractor, but he's got the ball off the field. Oh, go on, please give the ball to Medic and I would give anything to see Jakov Medic score now. I would give absolutely anything to see him put the ball in the net. What on earth? what's Clement thought there? Genuinely, what's the thought process? Is that a case of what on earth's going on?
I mean, even Medic himself, he's like, up front? You mean like up front? Like, where the striker goes? Oh God!
I can't
What
believe
a
it.
butterfly effect of Mo Torre's groin getting sizzled like pulled pork, and now one of their defenders is pulled up. So just Philippe, why did you put Jakov Medic up front? Funny.
So weird. So weird. I mean that injury's allowed there to be a drinks break. We've played 67 minutes. It's still 2-0 to Norwich, and they've got Jakov Medic up front. This is incredible. This is absolutely I can't believe it, because why? He's sure that will be a question posed to him by the Radio Norfolk team and the Pinken team, because why on earth would you? Again, I know I said about with Tony Springer, if you're going to try it in any game, do it against a team who are already relegated and on -7 points, who haven't had a shot in the game either. But Medic up front? It's so bizarre.
Like in the changing room, they have like it's like the spin wheel for like the
fines.
The fines, yes. Someone was like, "Hey, boss, I've got a spin wheel. Everyone's name on it. How about you spin it, and whoever lands on, you have to put up front." All right then. Except it probably landed on Grimshaw, and they were like, "Oh, we can't actually do that." Or maybe this is just the most Ben Napper thing ever, that Jakov Medic was never a centre back. He has been playing up front his entire career. He scored 50 goals, and we're all, what is happening?
He fully is. I just can't believe. Every time I see he's the furthest player forward, I can't believe it. We've got just people in the stands must be absolutely bemused as to what's going on here. The fact that Norwich have put their centre half at striker, it's so amazing, the fact that they've thought to do that.
He's like a penguin in the Sahara. Like,
how did he get there?
Poor fella, he's like...
Oh, here's Liam Gibbs on the edge of the box. Oh, it just misses Medic and misses Slimane as well. Oh, I really want to see a Jakov Medic goal here. I'm absolutely desperate for it. It's hilarious, because that's the sort of change you'd think, oh, well, it's so late in the game, you might as well make it. But there's still 20 minutes to go. And
it was on the 65th minute, wasn't it? Even before that. If anyone, tuned in, wondering what genre this game would be, a lot of football matches, drama, thrillers. This is a comedy.
Yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is. But it's good comedy. Well, Norwich winning 2-0 makes it obviously funnier and better, because if this game was in the balance, like if it was maybe if Wednesday had put a little bit more pressure on Norwich, or it was maybe just the one goal in it, you'd be cursing Philippe Clement for even thinking about making the change that he did with taking off a substitute. Again, it's weird with that, because is he resting Kvistgården for the next game because he knows he's going to have a long stretch of matches? But then again, Errol Mundle-Smith is an attacking player and an academy player. He's a striker. Errol Mundle-Smith is an academy striker, and he's brought on Jakov Medic. Oh, I love him so much, man. I love Philippe Clement so much. No other Norwich manager would ever dare think to... Daniel Farke probably never thought to bring on Christoph Zimmermann up front.
Zimbo up front.
It wasn't a bad ball, but Norwich have got a corner. 19 minutes to go. They're 2-0 up. Will Jakov Medic score from it?
Every time I see him, he's just...
What are we doing? Why is he there? Why? Oh, we've played the corner short. Slimani's getting tricky with it. The ball in. Oh, where's Medic? Where is he? It's field to, I think, Jacob Wright. Oh, goodness me, Jacob Wright. He's hit the ball in the upper Barkley end from 5 yards. Okay.
But you make a very good point that if this game was in the balance, it wouldn't be funny at all. It would be deeply worrying. And can you imagine like deep, dark Liam Manning days if he was just like, oh, Medic up front, sure, let's do it. Instead of there being 3,000 fans outside the director's box, the entirety of Carrow Road would congregate right outside the director's box. Look at him. What's he doing?
Why is he there? Why is he there?
What
on earth?
I can't with this game.
He must be unbelievable at finishing in training. He must, because you would never dare put a centre back up. You know what? Forget talking to Magoma or Kviskoren after the game because they've scored, or anyone who had a good performance. Just talk to Jakov Medic, because I want to hear what he has to say about his own game and how he felt coming on up front. He must be thinking, oh my, he must not believe his luck that he's got to go and play up front.
No, if anyone knows me, I love weird Norwich stuff. Like the weirder Norwich stuff, the better. This is possibly one of the weirdest Norwich things ever.
Yeah, here's Slimane. Give it a Medic. Give it a Medic. Fisher, is this Medic? No, it's not. It's McLean. He's got Medic next to him, but McLean, because Medic doesn't know how to play striker, he doesn't really know what to do in terms of positioning to help out McLean. McConville's just played it through. Hang on, Medic, burst of pace. Oh my God. Oh, he's been tackled, and that's the goal kick. What's he doing up front? What is he doing there? Every time the camera pans on him, he's just got a beaming smile on his face because he actually can't believe it. He can't believe he's been allowed to play up front. Impressing the keeper. Oh my God, what is he doing? Why is Jakov Medic there?
Welcome to the MFW Watch Along, where
that's so good.
If you're just joining us, defender Jakov Medic is playing up top as we're beating Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. Do we have any idea why? No. Do we enjoy watching it? I don't know. The roof will come off Carrow Road if Medic scores. I'll tell you that now. It will.
I'm begging for it. I'm just begging for it. It'd be so good. I'd love to see what Twitter is making of this right now, or social media. They must be thinking, what on earth has Clement been smoking? Like, honestly, it's so funny. Just look at him. Look at him up there. He's loving life. Honestly, it almost feels like someone's won a competition to play. He's playing like it feels like a moment where it's like, oh, welcome competition winner Jakov, who's going to play up front for 30 minutes for Norwich on Wednesday night. It's funny because Norwich, they got Tony Springett ready. He was kitted off, ready to go. He's not actually been brought.
Where is he? Yeah,
Norwich haven't brought him on. You know what? Clement looked at the rest of the bench. He watched Springett get ready for. Nah, Jakov.
You know what I need
up front now. Oh my God, it is so good, Jack. I'm loving it. Thank God we're 2-0 up, and Sheffield Wednesday at most have had one shot that was blocked. This is brilliant. This is amazing viewing as Norwich are through. Liam Gibbs, right-hand side. Where's Jakov? Gibbs is going to go alone, and he's hit it over the crossbar. He should have played it. Should have found Medic.
Should have squared it to
Medic.
We've firmly entered our banter era.
Should have squared it to Medic. Then again, why Medic is still on the halfway line? He has no idea what to do, does he? He does because he's obviously never played
God.
there in his life. He's got no idea what to. He's got no clue what he's meant to be doing. he's so good.
Well, I remember before he signed that there was sort of compilations of like some of the goals that he scored, and he has a worldie in his locker. Unironically, that doesn't mean he should go up front though.
No.
Like just because someone scored a worldie once, like Stephen Whittaker scored a worldie once.
Yeah. It's just so Sunday League. It's so Sunday League. It's literally just right, lads. We're 2-0 up. These lot are naff. Just
Big
put
lad
the
up
big lad
top.
on. Yeah, just put the big lad on who barely plays, and we'll go mental if he scores. Look at him. He's like pressing the centre backs.
He's like Grant Holt with no technical ability whatsoever.
Incredible, isn't it? It's just incredible. We've gone from Josh Sargent to Yakov Medic. And we're still winning.
A penny for the thoughts of the Sheffield Wednesday fans who, after watching their team get relegated in their derby in February, now have to watch. They have to go home to Sheffield tonight and have to watch Yakov Medic. Is he even on? He's not even up top. He's on the wing.
Yeah. It's because he's pressing. He's pressing the wide centre half. He's desperate to get the ball. He wants it so much. Oh, honestly.
He's like a little Labrador. Maybe not Labrador, like Newfoundland or Great Dane or
what? It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. I don't know. Is it Clement trying to make a statement of intent of, you should have let me sign more players in January, and now I've got to put Medic up front because of my injuries? God knows. Just God knows.
Yeah, you make an interesting point, and I think what fans have kind of pointed out is that if Josh does eventually get his inevitable move to Toronto, which should be announced very soon, that will free up one senior player in the squad. So I don't know if that will then be one where we delve into the free agent market. Could we even, as an emergency, just release someone like Marcondes or Duffy, even though Duffy's our highest paid player? And is this now where it's like, okay, well, we need to go into the free agent bucket to just get a striker because we don't have any? Do we need a striker more than we need a right winger? And another Sheffield Wednesday player's pulled up injured. It's also just so weird because it's like 2-0 up at half-time against a frankly dreadful Sheffield Wednesday. So you want to go and get a goal. And if you're one of those attacking players on the bench, you must be sat there thinking, Philippe, what?
Yeah.
There are far too many questions and not enough answers. This is, and after all that, time has elapsed, and we've only got 10 minutes or so plus stoppage time.
Yeah. Norwich are still 2-0 up, courtesy of those goals from Fiscorn and Magoma in the first half. And just that injury to Toure feels so long ago now. Just because so much has happened in the game since. Norwich are getting another change ready. I think maybe now Springett will come on, and we're playing long balls to Yakov Medic. Honestly, like I said earlier, thank God we're 2-0 up, and this has been such an easy game for us, apart from at most 10 minutes of 80 that we've played, because you'd be ripping your hair out if you had to watch Norwich playing long ball to Medic.
But every single one of those people in Carrow Road tonight can say, I saw Yakov Medic up top. And that's, that is a collector's item, as Jacob Wright gets replaced by Tony Springett.
This is bizarre. Oh, no, actually, no, because it'll probably mean Liam Gibbs will go into the centre of midfield with Springett wide. I was going to say, no way you're putting Springett in defensive midfield, but... with Medic.
Springett's going at centre half. Darling's going on to left wing.
No, he's not actually. Springett is, for anyone who's actually concerned at that thought, no, it is Springett right wing.
Wouldn't put it fast, Philippe, to be honest.
Medic is still up front. Medic is still up front with Norwich 2-0 up. We've got about 8.5 minutes to go of regular time. It's with Jacob Wright at the moment for Norwich, who's gone over the halfway line. Fine. No, sorry, not Jacob Wright. He's just come off the pitch. What on earth am I on about? It's McConville who's gone over the halfway line. And here's Kovacevic, who, I feel for him tonight. He's had barely anything to do.
He'd like to play up front. It wouldn't be surprising me if they just like Medic puts the gloves on and he puts on the jersey and they just swap.
Oh my word!
Except Vlad would probably forget that you can't use your hands. He doesn't use his hands anyway, so just mostly flaps at it. What a weird game. I'm kind of a bit annoyed that there aren't more goals because it felt like one where we could really just go and spank them, but we've just decided to do whatever we've decided to do. Again, 8 or so minutes to go plus stoppage time. Clean sheet looks likely. Has never really looked like it's under threat. I say that Sheffield Wednesday have a free kick.
Well, they've had one shot all game, and it was that one from McNeil, which Fisher blocked, and it dropped wide of the post. That is the only shot they've had, and they've taken him off now. As a header comes in, and that's just gone wide of the post as well. So there's Sheffield Wednesday's second shot of the game with 83 minutes on the clock. It was a good delivery. The header wasn't bad, but dropped wide of the post. Kovacevic wasn't massively troubled, but yeah, they're still fighting Wednesday, to be fair to them. They're looking to try and get a goal at the very least.
Yeah, and it's a decent header, but, well, miles off target. That is a hideous kit, isn't it?
Purple and white.
I am usually a fan of a garish kit, but I think that's just... I think it's a step too far. I think it's, again, punishment for everything that Sheffield Wednesday have been through.
Yeah, it is really, isn't it?
Bless them. Again, just to reiterate, I wish all Sheffield Wednesday fans well. I have nothing against you as a football club.
Jakob Medic. I'm sorry, I'm just watching Medic press the centre-back. I can't get over it. As here come Wednesday, and I think that cross has hit the post.
I thought they hit the post, yeah.
And here they come. They've got the ball in the Norwich box, and they've shot over the crossbar. Yeah, last few minutes, Wednesday, they're trying. They're looking to try and get that goal and punish Norwich here, who are looking a teensy bit complacent at the back, being 2-0 up. But I'm pretty sure that cross came off the post there.
It might have been from Heskey, I believe. I think that might have been him. Yes, it did.
It hit the post, yeah.
So that's something for the Sheffield Wednesday fans to write home about. Oh my lord!
Medic has just tried a scorpion kick. Jakov Medic has just tried a scorpion kick, everyone, and he's given the ball away. But Norwich have got it back anyway, so it's all right.
I would be really. I want to see Philippe's notes from this game. You know, like his little paper. Like, you know how they auction off like the match worn shirts. I want to see like his notes auctioned off. I would pay good money just to see what on earth is going on, because we're playing some nice little neat football here.
Here's Slimane. Medic is there. Aim for him. Slimane. Medic! Oh no, it didn't reach him. No,
of course, it didn't reach him because he was in the wrong postcode.
Yeah, he was. To be fair, yeah.
It's like me up front. I mean, like, same pace, same understanding of, you know, movement and getting in the box, same finishing ability, but just
it's so weird. It's so weird, man. Just watching him up front.
Well, if there's any neutrals watching, you're getting your money's worth. Is this a normal Norwich match? No. Is any Norwich match normal? Seemingly not at the moment. I think we're now getting to a point in the game where we're kind of reflecting on the result, reflecting on the performance. It's been performance-wise, I think it's been just fine. I think just fine. I think C grades all round. No one has been exceptional. Probably the only one who has shown a real sort of spark would be Magoma. Chris Goran arguably are the two standouts, but I think everyone has been, they've been enough. And we got the result. It's a 2-0 win, hopefully a clean sheet. I won't curse it. There are a few minutes left. Can't help but feel slightly cynical, even watching this, that if we were playing a competent Championship team, and that's not to say that Sheffield Wednesday aren't a competent team. They are relegated in February on -7 points, though. So, points speak for itself.
Yeah.
This performance against a competent Championship team, we get rolled over, I think, here.
No, and absolutely, absolutely.
And this is, it's not been fantastic, and it's not been a treat for the eye. And we spoke earlier about going to Leicester on Saturday. You take away their points deduction, you take away, all the kind of fan rhetoric. They have some individuals that were playing in the Premier League only, a few months ago. Yeah. So that in itself is a worry. Again, our record in Leicestershire is poor. No Mo Torre, a heavily bandaged Chris Goran, who will have to manage his minutes for Magoma, who can't play a full 90 minutes, no competent right winger, and our substitute forward being a defender who hasn't played in like 5 months.
It's amazing. It's so amazing.
This has been a fun result. This has been a fun game. Personally,
it's just I think it has been quite comical, really, more than anything. It has been comical, but it's nice that obviously it's very nice that Norwich are winning the game, and they have been in control. To be fair, at most Sheffield Wednesday have troubled them for 15 minutes of 89 that we've played, as Norwich's backup striker Jakov Medic has won the ball and found Slimane right into the final minute of added time, minute of regular time, I should say.
Oh,
what a ball by Sam Field that is! And Gibbs tries a shot. No, that wasn't blocked. He's kicked it so high up. He's adamant that it should be a corner. I thought it was, because a shot like that, you think a shot like that from Gibbs is one that has been blocked from close range. He's taken a touch. I think he's been tackled there. I don't think that's a goal kick at all.
It might be one of those where he kicks it into the defender, who then kicks it into him, and a double ricochet, if you will.
Look at Medic pressing the keeper, and the problem is he's so slow as well. So it does just make it so much funnier, as he's just blocked it. He's blocked it off the field ball, pressing there, Jakov Medic. Oh, because he's so slow too. Like, he's got no pace. It's just so funny watching him trying to press, because he's not got the pace. Right, 4 minutes of additional time in this second half. Norwich are 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Goals from Fiskord and Magoma in that first half. It's been a very strange one, and they'll just be wanting the clean sheet now, which they should really get. They've only had Sheffield Wednesday have had 3 shots in the game. Not a single one's been on target, so they should be getting a clean sheet tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you in your job ever felt like you didn't belong, and like, you were just coasting by, and one of these days someone would find you out? Well, imposter syndrome is real. And let me tell you, I don't think Jakov Medic is worried about imposter syndrome. He genuinely is like a Labrador that's just been taken on a walk. He is like... He's loving life. And whether this will be a regular occurrence or not, I hope not.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Yeah, the last thing we need is playing a centre back up front in all of his games. It'd just be horrible.
But again, it was, he's had about a good 20 minutes up front. If you're Philippe Clement, you might have been sat there at that time thinking, okay, let's experiment. Let's see what he can do. He hasn't done anything. And it isn't some sort of masterstroke. It is about as numbskulls as you think it would be. I might be wrong. Yakov has about 2 minutes to prove me wrong, as Sheffield Wednesday get a corner, probably, I think.
Yeah, McConville's blocked the cross. It goes behind for a corner. I think I saw there in the build-up, a Norwich player went down injured, but they're back up to their feet now and everything's all right. As a lot of people have begun to leave Carrow Road, they want to get those last few buses or trains home, and they don't want to watch Jakov Medic up front anymore, basically. They feel like they've seen enough. They know their team are going to win this game. But are Norwich going to keep a clean sheet, as Sheffield Wednesday have got a corner here? They've swung it in from the right-hand side. It's gone over everyone, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. And I think that just sums up the attacking prowess that Sheffield Wednesday have shown in this game.
I love the idea of Jakov Medic just kind of turning his nose up at being in the box, like, oh, no, I don't belong here anymore. I'm a striker.
Oh my God, he's done a back heel again and he's found a teammate. He's world class. Here he is, Medic. He's the furthest. Oh my God, he's done side steps to try and get past the defender. See, now you're just taking the piss. He's taking the piss now.
Oh God! If we don't get an interview from Jakov Medic after this game, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah, you've got to talk to him. You've got to.
There is, yeah. Again, you speak about Sheffield Wednesday having a chance. No chance. Nah.
Bring it to Slimani. No. On the counter. No, Slimani's giving it away. No. Yeah,
Carrow Road is draining. People really are going home for their buses.
Yeah, they just want to get home, don't they? As Norwich have intercepted the ball on the halfway line. Good there from Slimani to keep the ball. And Norwich can attack down the right side with Gibbs. He's got his head up. He's looking for Yakov, but instead it's gone to Spring It, whose header is calmly saved by the goalkeeper. That is the 4 minutes up. And Norwich have won the game. They've beaten Sheffield Wednesday by 2-0. Courtesy of goals from Chris Gordon and Magoma in the first half. But they've kept a clean sheet as well. You felt like they really needed that against the team who are rock bottom of the league on -7 points. It was so bizarre. Toure went off injured for a groin strain. Chris Gordon came on, got subbed off after being subbed on. Medic played up front for 25 minutes, but Norwich were never really in any trouble. And the MFW watch-along curse is finally over. It's the first time in 4 attempts where we've seen a Norwich win, but we were probably always going to see it given who Norwich were playing and regardless of what they did. But it's another important 3 points and it's a clean sheet and Norwich can get a little bit more confidence going into their game with Leicester on Saturday.
I mean, confidence? Can you really gain anything from this game other than the physical 3 points? I think my first thoughts are that of worry over Toure's injury and just generally the picture in terms of our lack of strikers. Medic coming up top, you hope and pray that that's a cameo rather than a plan. But yeah, you can't really turn your nose up at 3 points in the Championship. Can't turn your nose up at 3 points at home. Can't turn your nose up at a clean sheet. Let's not forget that Liam Manning couldn't buy a point at home against any opposition. So, yes, it's against a lowly Sheffield Wednesday side. Did they make a good account of themselves? If there are any Sheffield Wednesday fans watching, no. No, that will need to go down as one of the worst performances by any visiting team at Carrow Road. I mean, credit to all those Wednesday fans that have travelled down to Norfolk, middle of the week, having just been relegated. Credit to them all. But
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a Hall of Fame worst performances by any visiting team at Carrow Road, bar none. And I remember Scunthorpe when we beat them 6-0, and Simeon Jackson and Grant Holt both got hat tricks. Yeah, so confidence into the Leicester game. Yeah, good to bounce back after poor result, good performance against Birmingham. Again, with all the results tonight, all the results yesterday, the calendar is not lying. There are, we're very soon be into March and into the last 2 months of the season, where it'll be a case of like, well, okay, where are Norwich? What are Norwich going to do? Are we going to do this miraculous playoff push? No. Are we clear of relegation? No. I think now it's more of a case of like, well, all right, let's plan what we would like for this season, where we would like to finish this season. And maybe let's just try and not get any more long-term injuries.
Yeah.
I say that, but 5 minutes in, it's very much the case that that's going to be a problem again for us to try and overcome. We await what Philippe Clement has to say about Toure. We may not know until the press conference, which will inevitably be tomorrow or Friday. Philippe Clement's brilliant form in 2026 with Norwich City. It's only Middlesbrough and Birmingham. Is there any other losses?
Stoke was a
loss. Yes, of course. Stoke. Well, apart from that, it's been win. So and we're nearly in March. So it's brilliant. Win's a win, result's a result, but not a lot to go on, and probably more worries than things to build on.
No, I can't really add anything more to that. No, it's going to be intriguing to see how Norwich get on Saturday. With Mo Toure, how long is he going to be out for? And is Jakov Medic the backup option for Norwich as strikers? It's weird, but what's important, as Jack has just said there, Norwich got the win. It's 3 more points to add to their tally to keep up their fight of trying to just keep moving up the table and get clear of those relegation spots. But yeah, they get 3 points, they get a clean sheet, and that's all you could ask for them tonight. That's what people expected of them, and that's what they got. So full time at Carrow Road, Norwich beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. Thank you to anyone who tuned in at any time here on MFW for the MFW watch along. We've broken the curse for the first time in our 4 attempts, including tonight. Norwich have won a game on the MFW watch along live on YouTube. Thank you ever so much to anyone who tuned in and put your comments in as well. I'll kiss the badge just like Jack did. Mwah, lovely stuff. Norwich get 3 points, and we'll see you in the next video for ours on the channel. We may even see you for the next watch along if we decide to do one in Norwich's remaining games of the season. But it is goodbye for now, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again very soon.